everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I feel like I'm being a bad reactor today. I know that Foodie has put out a bunch of lives, and I am in the weeds trying to catch up on all of them. But have you ever had one of those days where you know you've got work to do and you're just kind of sort of putting it off? You're not looking forward to it. Well, that's how I feel about Foodie's lives. I have been peeking in on them. I know what she's doing, and it looks boring. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, I don't want to react to her today. And so, why not do some reactions to the tarot readers? Because while I was in the process of my move and waiting for my internet to be installed in my apartment, wonderful tarot readers are putting out all kinds of wonderful tarot readings on Foodie, such as Neo Tarot, Sunburst Tarot, and Melissa Gold Tarot. And so why not just do something fun? I'm kind of pushing Chantal to the background, and I'm going to wait a while on her. I did a reaction to her this morning, but I'm not going to do several in a row. I'm not going to burn my brain out like that. So I did a reaction to Neo Tarot's latest reading, which was fire. And Sunburst Tarot did a reading on Foodie about 3 days ago, and I would like to react to that also. So I'm trying to mix it up where I react to Foodie's lives, but also give you guys reactions to the tarot stuff in case you don't want to watch Foodie. And it also gives my brain a break from Foodie, so she's not boring me to death. So how about we get into the reading done by Sunburst Tarot? And for those of you that have never heard of Sunburst Tarot, she's got a wonderful tarot channel with lots of great content. You can sub up to her. You can give her a like. You can give her a comment. And if you don't know where to find her, look down below in the description of this video. You'll find the original link to the original video and just follow the breadcrumbs back to her channel. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and bring up her reading, and I will give my thoughts as we go. And I hope you guys enjoy this tarot react, courtesy of myself and Miss Sunburst Tarot. So here's Sunburst.
Is officially back in Canada. She's come back from her 14-day hiatus. And I just want to see what's kind of going on around her. What's kind of her big plans? What's she up to? She's apparently getting another cat. Da da da. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first things first, reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into just what is the general energy kind of going on around her at this point in time. And I'm looking very specifically at Chantal Marie Sorrow, not the character of Foodie Beauty. So she is feeling high on her hog, in control. Uh, she did the damn thing. She's like, I have everything that I want and then some. I'm in control. I got my big daddy, whatever that may be to her. Why is this? Because I'm starting a brand new journey. I got off scot free with an animal at my side. Okay, so how is she just feeling right now? It's like, I got everything that I want. I'm starting a brand new journey. Guys, she's going to get another cat. She's going to get another animal of some.
Yep. And that's already happened. She's already got Smokey, although I'm wondering how long she's going to keep Smokey, because Smokey is a male cat and he is spraying all around the apartment. And after a while, that's going to be a bit much. Like if Mr. or Miss Landlord comes in and they smell that, they're not going to be too pleased. And I'm not blaming the cat. I don't know the history of the cat. I don't know when it got fixed. Does it have health problems? Why it's spraying? So I'm not blaming this on Smokey. I don't know its history, but Chantal decided to get a cat, and she obviously did not do any homework regarding the cat. All she knew was, I want a cat for my YouTube channel. I want to have the cat around to get attention and to grift for money. And that's all she cared about. And she didn't stop and think about the fact that she was getting a male, and male, even fixed males, sometimes continue to spray. And when they spray, it's pretty nasty.
sort because that's what she wants. That's what she needs in whatever thing that she needs for her brain. However, from material influence here, her secrets are about to start coming out. Even though she may be in a new place, a new spot, materially, she's going to start spilling secrets, or secrets are about to be spilled on her that she cannot stop coming down the pipeline. The inner self, the inner version of her, the one that she wants to keep hidden, is coming to the forefront. This is a werewolf under the bright moonlight. Maybe on the next full moon and or new moon, big things will, like, things are going to start popping off, or we're going to be seeing stuff being like put out into the world. Because for her, her hopes and fears here is that I just want to make money. She's going to be grifting like nobody's business. I need the money, 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 money. Ain't it funny? And she really, really wants it. She's going to be grifting super hard. Super chats, donations, working on the night moves. Oh God, I'm expecting live streams, 20 like odd hours of the night.
I'm expecting that not only is she going to be doing a lot of stuff on YouTube to get that YouTube income up, she's probably going to be doing a lot of feeder stuff behind the scenes away from YouTube to make extra in pocket cash along with her YouTube check, because she's got to buy her edibles and such. So she's going to be doing double duty, not just stuff on YouTube, but stuff away from YouTube. She's going to have that in pocket cash immediately.
However, the unseen obstacle for her, she's going to have to get uncomfortable. She has to get out of her comfort zone, out of the comfort space of which she has built for herself, especially with the hermit reversed. Also, she probably will be taking off the hijab. Just with the cloaking here, I'm seeing also that being reversed, and that is she's going to have to be removing it, or she will be filmed with it not on now that people are in and or about the area. I do see that she does not wear it outside, probably of she does not wear it outside of filming for YouTube right now. But there feels like we're gonna have a moment of she's gonna be filmed outside.
So is she going to film herself without the hijab on and just maybe dressed in like say everyday clothing, like say a pair of pants and a shirt and no head covering, or is someone just going to catch her outside and post a picture somewhere and expose her?
That's not her, and she will not have the hijab on, in my opinion. Because also, she's got justice coming for her. If she thinks she's outrun legal consequences,
Nope.
she has not. Uh, the legal systems, law, fines, systems, justice is coming. Karmic, the balancing of the karmic scales is coming, and that's the negative influence for her. Is things have to be balanced out. So in turn, things will be balanced out. What's going for her? She is still doing her yum yum community stuff on the side. The Empress, I'm eating, 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 eating. That is what she has going for her. That is what she's going to want. Also, is she going to be getting her green peen from Lasheen over to the place where she's all alone, and somehow she's going to pay for him to go over to her? And now,
Yep, I see that incoming, and I think that's going to happen after her YouTube payday, which happens to be Monday. So either she's going to him or he's coming to her. Like his energy was all over the cards last night. Even though I wasn't reading on him, he just kept popping up. And I think the reason why he kept popping up so strongly is because Chantal is obsessed with him and he's very much in her energy and in her thoughts. And because of that, the cards were reflecting that. So she's got plans to see him somewhere very, very soon.
there's nothing stopping anyone from her coming over or them going over and banging on that floor mattress, whatever.
Ew.
Because here in the past, here's this Hierophant, marriage, commitment, cults. Honestly, oh God, Foodie. She has some sort of weird rituals, things that she's been doing that's been manifesting this life that she's got. Praying to whatever god that it may be to give her help, because here in the future she's getting her lover boy. She's getting her romance, her relationship that she so desperately wants. Uh Good for you, Foodie, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. If people like, is she going to get her karma? Is she going to get her karma? Legal system is working, just maybe not as fast as the community would like. But
Here's my thoughts about the relationship that she's been trying to manifest and trying to make happen. Spirit is telling me she's only going to get half of what she wants that way. Meaning, if she's been trying to manifest having something with Natter, she's only going to get halfway there. And the reason why she's only going to get halfway there is because he doesn't have attachments to her. He doesn't really love her. He is, if he's going to be around Chantal, he's going to be around for whatever benefits she can afford him. He's going to be around for the money and to have Chantal around to buy groceries and pay bills and whatnot and party with her. But that's as far as he wants to take things. And Chantal, I have done readings on Nad's energy, and the cards keep saying the same thing to me, that you're going to pursue Nad's and he's going to take your money. He's going to use you for the money. But once the money runs out, he's done. He's just there for the wallet. If he could get to your money without dealing with you, he would. But he knows he has to deal with you. In the past, he was very cautious, thinking about dealing with you again because he knows you're a whole lot of crazy, and he knows about your crazy. He's familiar with your crazy, and he knows that you are unhinged and you are obsessed, and he wants the money, but he doesn't want the crazy. But there's no way to avoid the crazy. So he just kept going back and forth in his mind. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But greed with him might win him over. And he still might try to convince himself that he can control your crazy when he can't. I don't think he realizes just how far gone you are. The fact that you are not the same as you were when you left. When you left Canada the first time, there was more keeping you grounded and more stable. And now you're coming back to Canada and you're much more unstable. And that's going to lead to a lot of unhinged behavior. So if you get with NADS, if you get wrapped around NADS again, it's going to lead to a lot of heartbreak. And it's not going to be what you think it is. He's going to just basically use you and dump you.
she is getting a new relationship here. I'm not sure of what that may all entail, but let's take a look see. So it looks like, what other information can we get about Miss Foodie Foodie Beauty, and the such. Okay, I'm gonna take. All right, this better. I'm sorry, my mic has been way down for some reason, and I have no idea why. Just trying to find the deck that I want to use. Okay, so what do I want? What's going on with Miss Foodie? What is going on? What's the big things that are moving and shaking for her? So we have Spirit of Place along with Flying. She is flying high right now. Look at that. Look at this. She is like, I'm doing whatever I can to make things work. Look at that unicorn. It's like I'm flying. I'm flying from one place to another. Instead of being in the maze or the rat race of everything down below as I'm trying to figure out, I'm just going to fly above it. I'm going to be good. However, with the Spirit of Place, she has angered something off, in my opinion. Uh, whether this is in her new abode or just in Canada, she is there's something wrong with the land. The spirits of the land. She's made something very angry with the spirits of the land, because also we have the dry desert. as well, and have seen this reverse. Like, I've walked away from this. There's something in the land of the desert that's going to be causing her issues. She flew away. My spirit of place. She's got issues back in Kuwait that I think will be coming maybe to fly over to her. But also, I'm getting off of this, there's issues in Canada, there's issues in Kuwait, there's so many issues that are coming down the pipeline for her. And she just can't stop them. She may seem unbothered on camera, but in reality, there's a lot more going on than what she's letting the audience know, and even that the audience knows, from like what's been publicly available. There's something else behind the scenes here, um, that she's got major issues for. So, what else do we got here from Miss Foodie Beauty? What is going on in your energy, honey? Here's the Emperor again. Mm, she's so much in control. So in control at this current point. However, again, with the Nine of Swords, anxiety. I am worried about the control and the control that she has. She's super worried about the control that I have because like things are falling apart for her. She may seem like, oh, I got this new place. Oh, I have this. Oh, I'm okay. Her life is completely falling apart behind the scenes. Lots of worry, lots of anxiety. Just because she may seem unfazed in front of the camera, she is not. Because again, she is giving money to someone else. Six of coins over here. It's like I'm giving money to someone. Who are you giving money to, Foodie? You're paying someone to be near you. You have a gift that you are wanting to give them, because the unseen obstacles here,
That sounds like
or
Nat.
I should say, the hopes and fears with this King of Coins. There is someone here who is greedy and possessive and hasty and disloyal and jealous and stubborn. Um, Foodie, Chantal, whoever, this person was not going to stay with you. They are just going to take all your money and then run.
Yep, sounds like Nads. Sounds like Nads. I'm telling you, Foodie, I know that you're reaching for Nads out of desperation because you are someone that you do not do alone very well. You don't know how to do alone well. You fall apart when you're alone. And you have the mindset of you are not a woman, and you are not a woman who has worth unless you have a man by your side. And I am here to tell you, you can be a woman and stand alone and have plenty of worth, but you have a different mindset. But you feel in your mind with your thoughts that you have to have a male companion, and you keep picking the worst ones. And maybe that's because you are someone that you're not quality yourself. So like attracts like. But if you pursue Nads, it's just going to lead to more heartbreak. He just wants your money. And maybe in the beginning, because you're so thirsty for attention, you're going to be okay with that. But then after a while, your feelings are going to get mixed up around him. You're going to get aggressive. You're going to want more than just a paid arrangement. And you're going to fall apart when he rejects you again. I mean, this is common sense. If you spent about a year pursuing that man and you were giving him tons of money and spending a lot of time around him, and it didn't happen then, it's not going to happen now, especially now. You're more unstable than you've ever been. He knows it. He's heard it. He can feel it. And Natter is a lot like you. Okay. You're both scammers and you're both liars. And what do scammers look for? They look for stability. They reach for stability. They themselves may not be stable, but if they're going to live with someone or attach themselves to someone, there's going to be stability there. In Natter's case, he's found his stability living with Dee Dee. She's calmer than you. She's more stable than you. She doesn't fly off the hinge. She doesn't threaten to put him in jail. None of that. You are a loose cannon. There is nothing about you that is stable. There's nothing in your life that is stable. And Natter is like you in the respect, he's going to look out for himself. So if he looks at you, he's going to see nothing but instability. Your health is really bad. Your money is up and down. Your mind is up and down. Your thoughts are all over the place. Your emotions are growing wild. What if he does jump over to you and something physically happens to you? Then he's going to be out on the street. You don't think that thought has not run through his mind? It has. So he's going to stay with the stable, sure thing versus jump over to the unstable, unsure thing. And that's why you're going to lose. That and the fact that he never, ever was emotionally invested in you. He never let you into his heart, ever. He always kept you locked out, and nothing you're going to say and nothing you're going to do and no amount of money is going to change that. And you can blind yourself to that fact, but that's the way it is. But if out of desperation to have a companion, to have some company, you want to run over there and give him money and spend time with him, and you get your emotions all caught up, and it's very easy for you to do that because you wear your heart on your sleeve, it's just going to lead to more angst.
Because the unseen obstacle here is she's super emotionally imbalanced right now,
Yep.
fostering codependency. She wants other people to help her. She's gullible. She's super imbalanced, wallowing. Again, y'all, just because she seems one way in front of the camera does not mean that that's who she is. She is current. I still feel her life is falling apart behind the scenes because the negative influence here. Ooh, 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 it's time. It's time for something new to come in with the vernal equinox, dark to light, uh, spring, awakening, fresh starts. Yeah, nah, new things are coming in, but it's the start of a brand new cycle. But also these like, and again, a few days. Mhm. In a few days, it's time. Things are about to start pushing in very, very heavily and things that she's not going to be able to stop. What's kind of going for her right now? The King of Wands. She is being pretty charismatic. She is again putting on this giant front of I've got this. I'm savvy. I'm creative. I'm going to be successful. She's putting out her ideas and she's going to make sure no one else sees the mess that she's got behind her. Because here in the past, yeah, she got too many irons in the fire. Queen of Wands here in the past, pessimistic, demanding, temperamental, no way or the highway. It was always her way. And then here in the future, the star, lack of faith, lacking inspiration or faith, hopelessness, negativity, bored, despair. Yeah, her star is falling. Again, I see Foodie Beauty will no longer be. It's going to, if people didn't catch my live, I'll try and remember to have it posted here in at the end. But there's a distinction between Chantal and Foodie Beauty. Chantal is going to be the massive viral star that she always wanted to be, but it will not be through the guise of the Foodie Beauty lens. It will not be through the guise of the Foodie Beauty lens. Chantal's worries, her anxieties, those start now or in a few days. I'm recording this on the 18th, so things are about to go kablooey. Even though she might seem good, things are about to not be good, in my opinion. So, what's something going on for Foodie? What is like a huge? What's his big worry or anxiety? What's his big worry or anxiety that we should be worrying about here with Miss Foodie? Because Rutro Raggy, something's coming to light again. We have this big worry, we have this big anxiety. What's this big rut-row energy now that things are about to start getting kicked off? It feels like what's this big rut-row energy that's coming in right now? King of Swords, authoritarian, unbending, loose cannon,
Ooh.
controlling. King of Swords reversed. Who's coming to the internet and speaking first? Because what is this big worry? Who this is also legal issues for me. Like, who's coming in? There's so much anxiety. She's got legal issues, and whether or not she wants to acknowledge them or not, she did not get away from them. She did not flee. Like, she may have fled, she may have run away, but that does not mean you get tired after running for a bit. Why is this? Because she's emotionally immature with the King of Cups. Oh, Shanikes. Repressed, withdrawn, emotional immaturity, emotionally unavailable. Oh, shucks. Because from mature.
Look at all those kings. Foodie's got a whole lot to worry about. On top of the legal issues which have not been settled, they're just getting started. She's got to worry about that. She's got to worry about maintaining the home life that she has now created. But it looks like she's got worries around three different men. Maybe she's worried about what these three different men could say about her, maybe the secrets that they know about her. Maybe that's part of her worry, because perhaps in the past she was able to pay certain people to keep their mouths shut so they would not get on their channels and spill the tea and make all kinds of money. Like, she will pay to keep her secrets hidden, but the big question is, will she have enough money soon to keep that going or not? Well, like, you got the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of this, that one's upside down, coins. So they're like this, the men in her life giving her so much stress.
Foodie has a web of men. Right?
Yep.
We have the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Coins. She has a web of men around her that she is worried which one of them is going to spill first. Which one is going to do this first? This is a web of men. And she's trying to figure out, which one do I pay off first so they don't talk about things going on. And that's what she's worried about most, is the men in her life. Because her hopes and fears, I just want to start a new cycle. I just want to have fulfillment. I want to have achievement and success and a sense of belonging. And I get everything that I wanted and then some. However, the unseen obstacle here, she wants her religious traditions.
What?
Hierophant. Big energy here for her. What's this big issue? She's got worldwide issues coming in, unseen obstacles as well. Is her religion? Are there going to be like major repercussions when it comes to her and her Muslim faith, or just her faith in general? I can also see this as rulers, leaders, marriage, faith. She so badly wants this marriage to work. This marriage is going to bite her in the ass. Her saying she's still married to Salah, biting her in the ass. If she's legally married to him, then she, I think, can be legally brought back. Her connection to him, in that sense, it's not going to fall just on him. Because right now, she's not looking at this. She's got some grief, sadness, loss, mourning, resisting change. The longer Foodie keeps up the fallacy of the Muslim faith, the Muslim religion, it seems like she's just digging a deeper hole for herself, and the karmic scales need to be rebalanced in some way. I would just. Because what's going for her, she's frozen with indecision. She's kind of not making a decision right now. She's at an impasse. She doesn't know what to do. Do I spill or do I not? With this web of men around her, she's like, I don't know what to do, or nor do I want to address the things going on right now, because if I address it, things are going to.
There's an easy solution, and I said it last night. If Foodie is paying ridiculous amounts of money to different men, and by doing that, she's making herself broke, trying to hide those secrets, making sure that nobody else knows them, it would just make sense that just as she's gotten online and she's made money telling a bunch of lies, if she wants to shock YouTube, if she wants to shock Girl World, Why not go the opposite way? Why not tell us the truth? Instead of being afraid of other people coming forward and spilling the secrets and they would make the money, she could get on her own channel and just tell on herself. Will she get egg on her face for doing that? Of course she will, but she's getting egg on her face right now anyway. There's no way to avoid that. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of, do you want other people to make that coin in that bag, or do you want to make it, Foodie? I would think if you are in survival mode right now, because you're in a place where you don't have much money and you're trying to figure out what can I do for my channel, then go into true survival mode and just do what you need to do to make your money. You know, instead of paying people a bunch of money to stay quiet, tell on yourself and you won't have to pay them anymore. I'm just saying.
Gonna go bad.
Like, just spill your own tea. Don't look over your shoulder and pay people and pray that they don't do it anyway.
Because here in the past, yeah, this is all about the past. Things are returning, coming back up, and here in the future, in 6 months from now. So that'll be, which one is this? Are you down here? No, up here. So between 3 to 6 months from now, we have an ending of a cycle. Again, I wouldn't doubt if we're going to have a wild summer.
Oh boy.
This is going to be like Crackhead Olympics.
No.
2.0.
No. I'm going to do the Foodie Wine for a minute. And I have a right to whine. Okay, I was a reactor. She was streaming 6 to 8 hours a day. It was a nightmare keeping up with her. Please don't tell me that. I want a life. I want to see the grass again. Even though I'm in Albuquerque and it's hard to see grass, I still want to see it. I want the option to see it. Goodness gracious. I don't know if she can wait 6 more months. If she's going to do the Crackhead Olympics thing, she's got to get started now, because her money is bad and she can't rely on the feeders forever. They're only going to have so much money. They're only going to be able to pay her for so much at a time. She's got to get started now if she's going to do all that. And really, she should anyway, because people are getting more and more tired of the boring content. They don't want to see the same stuff from her that they saw in Kuwait. They want something different. Everybody's like, show us something different. And if she thinks that she's going to stay in that bedroom and seal and eat and babble and get stoned, and that's going to be entertainment and that's going to keep the views up, she is sadly mistaken. So we might see it a lot sooner than 6 months, I think.
Except on steroids. And it's just which man is going to be, what's she worried about? Which man is going to be coming out first within the next 3 to 6 months? Could be within the next 3 months. It could be within the next 6 months, 3 to 6 months.
And I said this last night, and I'll say it again. In my opinion, I feel this energy that there's a whole lot of people around Chantal that know a whole lot of things. There are men that Chantal has spent time with that know a whole lot of things about her, that could spill tea on their channels, monetize it and make money. There are people that are Chantal's mods that know a whole lot of things that they could have a channel and spill the tea and make money. There's a whole lot of people. And all it's going to take is one person just coming to the conclusion that there's money to be made by speaking some truth and putting some stuff out there. And they want to be the first ones to do it. So if one person steps forward and they say, I've got stuff to say on Foodie Beauty, I've got some tea, and if it is truly hot tea, Girl World will listen. We may not like the person saying it, but we don't have to like them. We just have to listen, and we're going to react to it. And then somebody else behind that person is going to go, wait a minute, I've got stuff to say too. And then they'll spill some. And then somebody else behind them spills some also. And it sets off a domino effect. You know, the greed bug is going to go around to all of her contacts. Like Salah could spill tea. Natter could spill tea. Peach could do it. Her mods could do it. Anybody she talks to offline could do it. They could bring the receipts. They could say a whole lot of things about her, and it's caused the whole house of cards to come crashing down.
We got a wild next 3 to 6 months. We'll see what kind of ends up happening, but it's going to be differences. People are not going, it's going to be different. She's also holding on to this relationship really, really hard, and I don't understand why. As the more she digs her heels in with this, actually the deeper the hole she makes for herself with Kuwait.
I'm hearing something right now. I'm hearing the reason why she's not completely letting go of Salah is because she's not got things going yet with Natter. Like if she gets locked in with Natter, she'll completely let go of Salah. But she's kind of in the in between right now. Maybe she's not been able to see Natter. Maybe she's waiting for YouTube payday to get that rental car so she can go see him or get the money so that he can spend time with her. And then once she gets bit by the Natter bug and she gets wrapped around him again, she will cut Salah off completely. But we know Chantal, she needs a man around. She needs one around to spend time with. She needs a man to talk about. She's always got to have a man in the picture somewhere in the background, at least for conversation. So maybe she hasn't ironed things out with Natter all the way, but once she does, Salah will be completely gone.
Okay. What other issues you got going on? I picked up on this before. What's her major issues with Canada? Like, sh there's we know there might be some tax issues, but is there any like major things going on in Canada? I think there are, but let's just take a look. Are there anything major going on in Canada in the current moment? Things going on that when it comes to authorities in Canada. Here's this King of Cups again. Artistic, psychic feeling, emotional mastery. So there's a King of Cups around her. Whether this person wants to visit her in Canada, sees her in Canada, why is this? Someone who's given her money now that she's in Canada. Someone's given her money. King of Cups type of energy. Someone's given her money. She's out of the woods. She feels like I can make positive changes. I can recover from what I've gotten. I can rebuild everything. However, the or the financial influences here, she is manipulative, extracting more money. She's shallow, jealous, self-focused. Ruh-roh. Uh, she's so focused on money, but she's going to lose the money that she makes. Whatever money is being sent to her to do things, she's losing it just as quickly or even faster. Um, she is overindulging in her vices quite badly.
It sounds like it might be a feeder that she has and has talked to, and maybe she's talked to this feeder and cried and whined in his ear and said, I need money to start over in Canada. And if you send me X amount of money, I'll do X amount of things for you. And so maybe the money that he was sending her, or he did send her, was supposed to just get her established in the apartment, get the necessities, and get up and running. But instead, she's using the money for things that she really shouldn't. And she's in her own space, and there is a great chance that she's just going to get stagnant in that space as well and fall behind.
Very bad. Because her hopes and fears here. It's like, I just want to forgive. I'm ready to move on here in Canada. I want to heal. I want to move on. Please, please, please let me move on. However, she's got big changes coming here again. 6 months. 6 months in Canada. She's got massive changes that are coming to her life. She will not recognize herself in 6 months from now. whether this is due to her body changing, whether this is due to her personality changing. There is something coming in, major transformation, cosmic triggers, new beginnings, catalyst for change. Something big is massively changing for this woman. Because, yeah, that she has to see things from a new perspective, and spirit's coming in, and there's nothing stopping this. Spirit's coming in and being like, you can't. No, we have to balance the scales. And for some reason, her balancing balancing the scales in Canada is easier than what it was in Kuwait. And I'm getting, uh-huh. Ooh, things are about to get kicked off, like it's someone's gonna kick the hornet's nest, essentially. Because what's going for her right now? I'm being manipulative, my inner childhood wounds, counted events, creative blocks. It's like broken dreams. That's what's going for her. Everything that she dreamed about in Kuwait, she cannot do anymore. And that's good for her, because like that wasn't meant for you. Because here in the past, page of coins, past mistakes, lacking goals, no common sense, bad news, and then here in the future, waning moon, gaining her wisdom, new perspective, having patience. Foodie's done. Like she will not be the same person in 6 months from now. Whether or not she embraces that change and transforms herself to a different person, transforms herself in a positive way, is completely up to her. Change is coming, and either the change will make her or it will break her. And that's what I'm seeing here, as she's coming back here in Canada. Okay. Next thing I want to do, why is she so focused on getting a gosh darn cat? Because I'm getting kind of sick of this, man. What the heck? Why do you have the need to get a cat? Is this just like I need to have something to make myself feel important? Is this I just want to pee off the community? Like,
I think it's a combination of different reasons. As much as she says she hates Girl World, she does things on purpose to get our attention and to get us watching her. She also likes to do things to irritate Girl World and trigger the crap out of Girl World. And she is such an uncaring person. She's so lacking in empathy and humanity that in order to make herself appear that she has empathy and love and humanity, she can't radiate that energy from herself outward. So she puts things around her to make herself appear like she has those things, aka the pets. So the pets are multifunction, in my opinion. They are a way to get people watching her. She uses them to make money, uh, but also to add in the mask of I really care about animals. I really, really care about them when she really doesn't. Or she does, just in the wrong way. She doesn't care for animals the way that the rest of us do. She cares about using them and exploiting them for whatever she can use and exploit them for.
come on now. I want to know what's going on. Why do you need a cat? Why do you need a cat, Foodie? Why do you need a cat? Just why? Because it brings her in money. It brings her in money, but also emotionally balanced. It's this King of Cups again. Someone wants her to have a gosh darn cat, and she will get this cat at no matter what she has to do. Why is this? Because it brings her in money, hopes and fears. Though she has not learned from the last time. She's also, why is she bringing this cat from material and she's also unsure. She says, "Oh, I'm gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it," but she's not. She's gonna be stalled. There's gonna be a delay here in her actually getting it. There's this King of Cups again, who's like, "I want to bring." This is like the King of Cups wanting this cat. It brings her in money. However, there's gonna be a delay in getting it. give it 1 to 2 weeks. Hopes and fears. It's going to actually be here in 1 to 2 weeks.
Actually, the cat's here now, unfortunately. I wish it had taken 1 or 2 more weeks.
Unseen obstacles. Oh boy. She is not ready to move on. Also, she has not healed from the wounds of getting rid of the other cats.
I don't think she had any wounds. She left Julia behind in a hot hurry and didn't give a crap. She's not crying over her. She's not really missing her. I mean, obviously she's not missing Julia because she left behind Julia and immediately got another cat. And she rarely speaks about Julia, and she's not cried over Julia. So she had no real bonding emotional attachment to Julia. Same thing as she's not really crying over Salah either. In her mind, she's already moved on. Chantal's mindset is what I had in Kuwait is what I had in Kuwait. And I left behind that stuff, those people, that pet, and I'm creating a whole different life in Canada. I'm going to have a whole different man in Canada. I'm going to have a whole different pet and a whole different living situation. And so what happens in Kuwait stays in Kuwait. And what happens in Canada stays in Canada. But once she leaves that situation behind, like she's done. She's already done. She just doesn't want to say it.
Whether this is like a narc hit or something else, but she is struggling to let go of old cats, old people.
And something else that just occurred to me. Maybe part of the reason why she got Smokey the cat is because she's gotten such heat before with abandoning animals and leaving them behind. So Chantal likes to play that distraction game of if I screwed up in one area, let me do something to distract people from where I screwed up or what I did wrong. I'm going to redirect the focus to something else. So to get people to not think about Julia, not ask about Julia, and come to her and say, you abandoned another cat again, the way you abandoned BBJ and Sam. Now you're doing it to Julia to keep people from feeling that way and thinking that way and approaching her that way. She's like, let me get another cat and get the focus all on Smokey so that nobody's thinking and talking about Julia.
People, old things in her life that she let go of that she really didn't want to let go of. So this is her way of filling in the void of the things that she's let go of or things that have hurt her. Again, I keep seeing this massive transformation. What's going for? Also, she sees this as like, this is the way I get to keep someone around. 4 of Wands, celebrating union. Why is she getting this cat? She's seeing this cat as a way to keep a man around. That's what this is really being like. Because, yeah, here in the past, the 10 of Swords, I'm over it. I'm moving on. Regenerative, changing the outcome of past relationships, of things going on. And here in the future, you're not learning from your past mistakes, Foodie. This just as Bruce took you down in Kuwait, this cat will take you down in Canada. You need to learn your lesson. You mistreat animals, you mistreat cats, that is going to come back and bite you in the ass. So that's what I'm seeing here. Why is she getting the cat? She's using it as a way to keep someone around. I don't understand it. The cat's sure is for money, but the cat's also for engagement, but for keeping a man around, in my opinion here. So that's what I'm seeing here. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So
thank you for that wonderful reading, Sunburst Tarot. Really enjoyed it. Gave a lot of insight. And I hope you all have enjoyed this Tarot React. And if you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to me. And also look down below in the description for the link for Sunburst Tarot's original video, which leads back to her channel. You can check out all of her content, sub up to her, give her a like, give her a thumbs up. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here and post it to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.